Alright, so in this video, it'll be a short tutorial on how to sell SPX 0DTE, so the daily expiry on SPX using Questrade. So just to point out, first of all, SPX with Questrade, there's two tickers. There's SPX alone. This one is the monthly expiries. As you can see, you can only see monthly expiries. If you want to sell the daily expires or the weekly expires, you have to choose SPXW. So SPXW, as you can see, has the daily expiries. Very beautiful. So the strategy that I like to use on SPX 0DT is I like to sell an out of the money naked put at expected move or a little bit lower at the strike that pays $5 at the open, and then I will set a bracket order, and I'll show you how to do that. I'll set a bracket order to take profit at $1 or to stop loss at $15. Okay, so because the market is closed right now, I'm just going to look at, instead of looking at December 22nd, I'm just going to look at December 23rd, and I'll just pretend like we are December 23rd, but December 23rd is actually tomorrow. So as you can see, I would look at the expected move. So to get the expected move, I look at the at-the-money value of the call and the put. So where the stock's at, index at 38.20, so 38.20 is over here. You could see put is worth $19 or $20, and then the call is worth about 19. So let's just say $40, round it up to 40. So I'd go 40 points lower. So 38.20 minus 40 is 37.80. So I'll just, doesn't matter, I'll just click anywhere here and then just click buy and sell. And then when I do that, the order entry window opens up automatically, and I could just select my strikes from here. I find it easier. So I will select 37.80. I could see that the last trade price was 6.30. So what I'll do is I'll go lower just to find a strike that pays $5. So it's most likely going to be 37.75. So as you can see, last trade price is $5. So that's the strike that I would take. My limit price now I'm going to set up the bracket order. So I'm going to say that I want to sell this naked put on SPX expiring same day for $5. And then the bracket order, I have to first, you can see there's an option here, hide or click more for options. So you have to click on that first, and then you have to click on bracket order. So I'm going to click on bracket order. Once I click on bracket order, you can see that it opens up this part over here. So by opening this part, this is where I tell it that I want to take profit at $1. And this loss section is I want to take loss at $15. Now this section here between the stop and the limit, if I leave limit empty, I'm basically I'm saying that when the premium reaches $15, then close the trade right away for whatever price it's worth. So it's going to be a market order, but instead of leaving it open as a market order, I'm going to set it as a limit order. I'm just going to put 15.1. So this means as soon as it reaches 15, activate this limit order of 15.1. And what has happened, what I've noticed is sometimes I don't even get, when I have losers, they don't even get filled at 15.1. I have a loser that got filled at 14 or even 13.50. So this first line here, the stop line, just activates the limit order, but then you're left with a limit order, and it'll depend what sometimes you get better fills than what your limit is, right? So that has happened to me before. So this is how I would set up a bracket order. So if I scroll back up again, I pick my strike, make sure the expiration is same day, pick the one. I personally like to pick the one at $5. It doesn't mean that this is the correct strategy. I'm just sharing with you what I do, and I'm just showing you how to implement it in Questrade. So select bracket order. You have to first click view more options in order to see the bracket order button. So you see usually you have hide over here. Instead of hide, you're going to have view more options. So you click on view more options, it'll bring up the bracket order button. Click on the bracket order button, and then you'll see these two windows here. And then once you're done, you can click on sell, and then you've got the order confirmation. So take the time to read it. Sell to open, 1 SPXW, December 23rd expiry, 37.75 put for $5. Once this order is filled, then these two others will get accepted, and then whichever comes first. So either I buy back the option for $1, so that gives me a $400 profit. And usually when I have winners, they're usually winners before 11 a.m. in the morning. So that's why I really like 0DT, because the decay is so fast. And then otherwise, if that doesn't happen, then stop the loss at $15. Activate the $15.10 limit order if the premium reaches $15. So the premium that I sold for $5, if it reaches $15, then activate the limit order to close it for maximum $15.10. So as you can see here, it says my credit of 500, my commission is 570. Now the buying power required for this trade is 52,000 US. It usually hovers around 55 US, 55K US. So that's because I'm selling an SPX, which is around 3,700. But this is not overnight. I'm closing the trade end of day. So I get my buying power back at the end of the day, whether the trade is a winner or a loser. So that's why I don't mind this trade, because it's a quick in and out in the same day. Once you're ready, then you can just click send order. So it's really as simple as that. Now, if you don't have the buying power for a naked put, you could use a different underlying. You could use XSP, which is 10 times less than the SPXW, and just do the same thing. Now, because it's 10 times less, instead of collecting $50, instead of collecting $5, sorry, you're going to be collecting 50 cents. You're going to be picking the strike that offers 50 cents. So it'd be this one, for example. So I simply just click on it, and then just click on buy and sell, and then the order entry window updates on its own. Make sure that I have the same selection, 378, December 23rd expiry, put. I put my $5, well, this time it's going to be 50 cents. But if I can't afford one contract of SPX, which is the equivalent of 10 contracts on XSP, maybe I could do 2 contracts on XSP or 5 contracts. So that'll depend on everyone's buying power. And then if I scroll down, I get to see bracket order. I click on bracket order, and then if I scroll down a little bit, then I could set my profits. So my profit would be, for example, in this case, 10 cents. My stop loss would be $1.50, and limit would be $1.51. So that would be the equivalent of the SPX trade, but 10 times smaller. So same principle. Now another option with SPXW is you could, if you don't want to do a naked put, you could do it as a spread. So I'll just click anywhere just to open up the order entry window. Click buy sell. So over here I could select vertical put, and then select December 23rd or the expiry that I want, usually 0DT, same day. And then I want to sell, let's say, the 37.75, so same short strike as the naked put, and then buy the, if I want a 5-point wide spread, so it's only going to take about $400 of capital to open the trade instead of 55,000, and then I want to buy back the 37.70 put. This will usually pay me about $1. So win $1, risk $4. If SPX expires, closes at the end of the day below 37.70, then you will lose $4 on this trade. So this would be another option. Now you can't apply a stop loss on this because it's a spread with Questrade. You can't do bracket orders or stop loss on spreads. You can only do it on single leg options. So if it's a naked put, naked call, you could apply a bracket order or a stop loss. So remember, I'm not talking about what is the right approach. I don't even know what that is yet. I'm just showing you how to sell any approach you decide, how to sell it on Questrade, how to execute it with Questrade. Now, another thing you could do is, if you want, you can sell SPXW pre-market. So if I go back to the naked put, or here I'll just select it from here. If I want to sell a naked put pre-market, what I can do is, let's say I want to pick the same strike, 37.75. I want to sell it for $5, but it's pre-market before the market opens. I just have to go on duration here and click GTEM, and that allows me to sell this option pre-market. But then there's benefits and risks. So the benefit is if you can catch the right movement pre-market, usually by open, you can close this trade for a profit. But then if we have a down day, if it just happens to be a red day when the market opens, then you didn't get the best entry for sure, and yeah, you're stuck with the trade. Plus pre-market, you don't have the option of a bracket order, so you can't apply an automatic stop loss. You'll have to manage it manually. You'll have to keep an eye on it. But yeah, a way to improve this trade is if you can do technical analysis and predict the direction for the day. You could sell the call side or the put side. You could sell further out. I mean, I like to pick the strike that pays $5, but you could pick the 37.20 strike, which is much further, and collect $1, for example. So everyone has a different approach, different strategy, different comfort level, different goal. And honestly, I don't even know which strategy is I don't even know if my strategy right now is profitable. As I've mentioned in yesterday's video, the last 2 months were break even, so a waste of 2 months of trading. So just want to share with you how to set up the SPX 0DTE trade on Questrade. If you have any questions, leave in the comments section below. I've got 2 referral links for either Questrade or Interactive Brokers in the description below, so check it out. Thanks for watching.